we'll take this bridge out of here. What time is it? It's time for bed. All right. And we'll hook that up to that power line. Okay, cool. Which means that we can deconstruct all of this. As well. Okay. Nice. All right, so now we're not zigzagging power all over the base. And we have some like vertical drops, which is nice. So if somebody wants to like invest in power differently up here, they can do that. I think that's fine. We can also actually think about splitting the metal refinery off of the spawn. I mean, I'm all for that, but like when I was playing with this in the sandbox mode, I was able to actually crash this thing and run out of hydrogen. So if we were actually to pull off of this to the point where it doesn't generate hydrogen anymore, we would like need to not run this off of hydrogen, and or at least put a tank in here so that way there's always hydrogen in the tank waiting for this thing. It could never in theory like deplete itself, but and then these pumps can turn off when it gets below a certain pressure, but maybe the one that the tank is running on is keeps running. I don't know. I'm sure Eadra has some like tricks for that, but we'll have to figure that out as we go. All right, this is really nice. Like I like this. So you can kind of see like when things turn on and off, what's going on. This is definitely turning on because of this atmosuit box down here. We threw this one on the other side because we needed power at one point because these were all shut off. All of these suits are running on this line. Interesting. So this is coming in like this. Wait a second. What is the potential load on this line? Potential load is 1400 watts. What? Oh, these are all 120 apiece. Okay. So that's fine, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as they don't all come in at the same time, I don't think that they'll be damaged. I guess we'll find out when it happens. Oh no, actually I forgot, we didn't run it off the transformer. So worst case scenario, this line could get damaged, I guess, but whatever. Somebody else can clean that up. So this should be fixed almost. And then this power is running that, this power is running this is coming down. It's running all the power for this steam geyser and that pump. All right, I think that looks good, guys. Holy crap, that's great. All right, we have a handful of cycles, so let's get this party going over here. And to be honest, I am the worst at steam turbines, but I think we can do it. We can just frame something out that's super simple. They can't run through here anymore, so I think what we'll do is we'll just make this like our flooring for this project. We'll just slap this thing in here. Should I pay it forward and put like an extra thermal aqua tuner in here? And then that way, if anybody actually needs one for some reason, they can, it's here for them. I think what we'll do is we'll run the intakes in the middle and we'll run the outtakes on the outside. All right, if somebody wants to use this thing, it's here for them. Because once I box it up, nobody's going to want to go in here. Okay. Cool. We're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need a thermal sensor. That's one thing we're going to need. We're also going to need a liquid vent. I guess we'll throw it there. Actually, I can probably make this smaller. If I flip it around, right? If I put the thermal sensor on the floor, it's going to pick up the temperature of any water that's there, so I don't think we want to do that. But maybe something like this, and then we'll go up. We'll deal with that here in a second. All right. We'll prep all this, that way it's ready to go. It should be pretty self-explanatory. We'll hook it up at least, it just won't be able to run for a while. I like having a little extra space up here personally, but that's me. We're gonna need to get some water in here. It's something we will need. And we should do that one higher, not there. All right, we'll get this all dug out. We're gonna have to sweep all this out. Go trap dupe. Oh, you're right, good call. Wait, oh shit. ShadowFox, Eadra, what is going on? You should have the materials to get out of here. If you don't, oh, come on. All right, fine. They're still trapped though. All right, somebody come up here and do this, please. It wouldn't be, guys, we almost made it an entire session without Eadra getting stuck. I just want to point that out. And she's still gonna get stuck. Ugh. Eadra, what are you doing? This is why I don't make them 3 tall. All right, this tile really should go there. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should make this 2 tall and then forget it. Oh, another one. What the heck is going on, guys? Stop it. Oh my gosh. At least you can build that one out. All right, we'll pull all this out. This can get built. This can go. We'll lower this down a notch. That's fine. And then steam turbine here. We'll zigzag it all around. We'll put a transformer on for one of each of these. But we won't hook this one up. It'll just be here. And so that way, if somebody needs cooling over here, I think we have a volcano actually over this direction. Maybe not. It may not be used at all. Who knows? Like somebody might. Look at this comfy bed up here, guys. And somebody's living the dream. Have we opened this locker? No, we haven't. What did we find? A few loose papers can be found inside. I scanned the ones looking interesting. Oh, well, I should have read it. Oh well. New log entry. Time arrow stats. Encryption level 3. We've been able to shake the notion of the bow. I thought of its mechanics are too intriguing, and I can only dream of the mark such a device. I can only dream of the mark such a device would make upon the world. Imagine a source of inexhaustible energy. Oh my god, it'll fuel wars. No, we don't need those. And we are leaking oil, coincidentally. Oh, that's fun that our leaky oil fissure is actually a little too short. So that's been leaking oil for a while. Hey, you know what? That's perfect because we need crude oil. Hold on a second. Wait, is this cold? No, it's 90 degrees. But wait, this is negative 10 degrees crude oil down here. I could take this. It's quite a bit too. We can take that and we can spit it into this pump or this this tank over here. We need some. So can we get over there easily? Kind of. If we, oh, dang it. I don't, brain, hurting, brain. Okay, we'll come under here like this. All right, great. So I think we need to be careful not to let too much into the system. That's the one thing. Now we can drain it out. Can we? Can we get it back out of here without opening it back up? We could empty some out of the line, I guess. So, okay, if we're gonna put this in, we're basically going to need to run a temp pipe Can we go like this? Okay. Cool. The only other thing, do we have power over here? We do have a little bit of power. Okay, we'll pump some in out of here. We need a liquid pump. There's a ladder in the way. All right, we'll put a liquid pump here. We'll hook this up. We need a little bit of power, so fortunately we ran some power lines over here. We'll need to, we can sneak through this wall. Boom, did it. Okay, great. So we just need to make sure that we keep an eye on this thing, because if too much water gets into the system, the whole thing kind of like fails. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen. That'll give us our everything that we need. Oh, and we'll use this actually for the return line. That's actually not like too bad. So this can get hooked up here at some point. We would just need to make sure that we get the intake in, and we'll basically go like this, and we'll just bridge over the top, and that'll be fine. All right, we just need to hook this up when we're done, and that'll be great. I wish I had done this differently. It's too late. All right, well, we're committed. Nope, don't close it. All right, the other thing we're gonna need to do is we need to run power out. I think what we'll do is we'll run power up and we'll put transformers on the top. That way, you know, stuff can do stuff. It's kind of like all together now. And we're gonna need a steam turbine like here. So that'll work out. We just need to like take these ladders out. And sweep all this stuff up. And we're gonna need some automation. So if this, how do you guys normally do this? I'm just curious. Do you do a thermal temperature thing that says like, hey, if this gets too hot, turn off the aqua tuners? I mean, I think that's what you're supposed to do. Versus, and then let the steam turbine continue to run, right? All right, we won't have nearly enough power for this, but that's okay. Hopefully somebody comes along and makes us a power system that's amazing. And then we're more or less ready to go. The only other thing that we would need to figure out actually is for the steam turbine, where do we want the drainage pipe to be? I don't remember actually. Hold on. Just put this here for a second. It's basically on the tip of the cone thing here. Okay, so if we do that, let's take a look at that again real quick. We could put it on the top left, I guess. Yeah, why not? We'll put it there, which means that we can take some obsidian pipe and we'll use it to cool this bad mamma jamma down. Okay, that should do it. We need to take this tile out though. And then, oh no, they can get in there. Never mind. Okay, cool. They can get up on top. That's great. They can get inside of here. That's great. We have power lines being run. That is great. The one thing that we haven't done though is this one. We want to dump this power back out onto the network. That's the thing. So maybe what we'll do, and I hate haven't used a heavy watt wire. So maybe what we'll do is we'll run this up like this, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for, you know, that whole thing. Maybe we'll like just run it into a transformer and then pump it back out on the network. I think that's fine. It'll be some unexpected power for everybody. All right, cool. Okay. How's this project going? Oh my gosh, man, we're piping everything from everywhere. We have a lot of projects going on here. This guy's just like cranking out micronutrient fertilizers. Is he using it? Oh, he's actually still doing it. All right, stop it. I'm gonna disable all this. I was hoping disabling the hydroponic farm tiles would prevent them from actually trying to like nurture the plant, but I guess that doesn't happen. That's so weird. We built the steam turbine out of lead, guys. That's really bad. I'm glad I caught that. It would be like a melted steam turbine in like one cycle. All right, we'll set that up. This should be ready to go. Use a backwards transformer as a diode. Yeah, nice. I really like what you can do with transformers. I really like the ability to turn them off too, but maybe we'll get there one of these days. Did we lose a vole? Or are two animating on the same thing? Yeah, that's all right. I'd rather not risk it. If they run a little hot, and they shouldn't, basically they'll turn on whenever they need to cool a little bit of water, and that's fine. It will actually, actually I do need to take this tile out because I need to put the pump back in. It will actually get hot enough at some point to generate steam, but it'll pretty much like sit here dormant unless somebody hooks up this other side. And that's why I normally like always set it up for 2, because I don't know, I hate to spend the resources and the investment in something like this if like it's only used for a little bit of the time. So what else is going on here? Let's sweep this. We will need to, all right, let's see if we can't do some cleanup here. We're at cycle 638. We're going up to 661 at the max. Try to get all this out of here. We're almost hydrogen free again. I can't believe we did that. Like, oh my gosh, guys, look at this cleanup we've done. That's amazing. I can't believe we pulled it off. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Damn it. Go up. All right. It'll do its thing. What is this? A carbon dioxide geyser. Oh, we can put that to work. All right, cool. What else? All right, this is looking good, guys. I mean, we can like put this in here. We can lock this up, this insulated tile, and then this system is, oh no, there's still a sweep job that needs to happen. We'll get that already, and then this can all go, and then everything else should be ready to go, I think. Cool. So this is cooling, right? Yeah, we're ready. We're basically ready. We just need to put the fluids in, and I think we're set. This feels a little like too simple. Like I don't remember my stuff being this simple, but this is technically a tank acts as a bridge, right? So the water coming back into the system should go in here. It'll fill the tank back up. Anything like waiting is going to fill in the tank, and then it should be fine. All right, as long as we also got to make sure we don't get any of this polluted water in the system. I mean, I guess it's not terrible. But if we run polluted water in there, we just need to keep the cooling temperature above -20, which I guess we could do that as well. We could have just run polluted water in the whole system, actually. I don't like to risk it though. I've had this get too cold, so I'd rather prevent that. And it also like takes the pressure off of having to worry about freezing polluted water through the aqua tuner on accident. So all right, let's see what's in here. Fried mushrooms. Nope, we'll take the iron though. All right, I'm pretty happy with 14 dupes. I'm also happy that I got to add somebody to the base. So I'm glad mine right, you were that person. You can build a little wall halfway down that tunnel to separate the polluted water. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think we're really gonna need it because we only need a little bit, to be honest with you. And as soon as we get enough oil, we're gonna disconnect the whole thing and vent it all back out down here at the bottom. So could we check in on Dupe Me? I forgot to ask if I was alive in tradition. I've been asking for you. You are very alive. We have not lost anybody. You are right here. You're living the duplicant dream. 33 out of 15 on the on everything. So, and you are all ready to go for like you are the new digger. I hate to say this, Kit, but if I was to speculate, I bet you anything that Eadra at some point is going to put herself through the shake machine and scrub her skills and not be the digger, which means that you're going to be the #1 digger. Which means that, like, you know, if we're not watching you, there's a high probability that that's true. You gotta earn your keep. There's no handouts in this base. All right, I think now we can close this water system up. And then we can run some water in here. I hate to like have the system semi-functional without actual cooling. I mean, it's fine. It'll fill up. We can test it, it works, and if we need to take anything apart, we shouldn't have built this right here because if we need to get in here and fix a pipe or something, we're kind of screwed. It looks like we need to take a tile out to get in here. Actually, let's do it from the top down. Oops. Let's deconstruct this. And then that way, that water should never freeze. Even if we run this down to like -20, as long as since it's in a circular loop, it'll never freeze and break the pipes. All right, cool. We're good. What are we making this out of? All right, so this should all be granite. We've got granite liquid pipes with granite tiles. We should have a nice stable temperature and we should never run into a situation where we get shocked by heat or anything like that. Even if heat was to creep through this wall, and it might later in the game, this should hold the temperature. I've had it pretty hot outside the system and it works, even with only single wall insulation. And if you really need to, you can obviously like come in and stick in some extra insulation and stuff like that. So, all right, cool. Man, it's cycle 640. Holy cow. Speaking of things, we were digging over here, weren't we? We were. What I wanted to see was, is there anything new over here? I wanted it to like explore the map a little bit more, if we could. It might have to be for somebody else. That's the only thing. So. All right, we'll get all of our guys going. We have plenty of diggers. I would really like to see if there's like another sneaky like geyser or a polluted oxygen vent. I would really like a polluted oxygen vent. So maybe, hopefully, like one like pops up in here somewhere. and those of you who don't know, the reason why I use the temperature overlay is because the neutronium has like a slightly different color. I know the dirt technique, but you can spot the neutronium pretty quick, like when it's well, in that case no, but you can kind of spot where there's a geyser like creeping out a little bit, or some sort of like geothermal feature, like this right here. You can kind of see. So hopefully there's something else in here. I don't feel like we found everything. I feel like there's gonna be more. So, all right. Sure. Like at least let's hook this up. Like let's get some polluted water up here. It's a lot of polluted water. We don't need this much polluted water. Okay, let's build this real quick. I'm gonna run down here. I should have put a valve or something in here. I hate to like deconstruct this bridge. Like we're gonna release like a chunk of water in here. I guess it doesn't matter, right? It's going to, we'll just let it pressurize and it'll just be cold water sitting in here in the line. The problem with this is like, now that I think about this, this might not be a good idea. The problem is like the cold water is gonna sit in the line and it might warm up over time. This is negative 26. It actually might freeze the polluted water in the line. Even with it insulated. I don't know how much like it'll affect it, but hopefully we can get this like semi-running, and then and once it's pulling on it, it'll pretty much always like be drawing from that polluted water. I think we'll be okay. What's going on here? Okay, we need to get a bottle emptier in here. I think we have like a lot of like pipe jobs going on right now, so that's what everyone's working on. Once they're heavy enough, you can reverse the flow and send it back into the tank. The risk is you don't get it finished and the next person didn't realize it and then it freezes. Yeah, that's true.